truth of the matter is, we can't be mad at people for not doing right if they're not born again. I know you have a lot of people out there say they're born again, but as you see, that's not the truth. Get around Vegas. This is James Sutton. Man, it's beautiful out here today. It's getting warm. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, 2020. You know, the city is kind of pretty much opening back up, you know. We are still in phase 2, you know, if anybody understands what that means out here, but we're not quite in phase 3 yet. But jumping right into what's on my heart to speak about today. I know a lot of people have seen the young man in Georgia who got shot that was asleep inside the Wendy's drive-through a couple days ago. And again, man, I don't know anybody in their right mind who would think that anybody dying over any type of force is a good thing. Even though you have people out here trying to make it look like some people are encouraging death upon black people or any type of ethnicity group. I watched the whole thing yesterday, and man, I'm so glad I did, you know, because I was hearing a lot of people talk about how the police is so wrong. Even the mayor resigned and accused the police of foul play, and I just had to watch this whole entire video from front to back, y'all. I had to see for myself, like I explained on a lot of my videos. Think for yourself. Also, if you like what I'm saying, subscribe to my channel, share this. It's only my opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right or anything like that. I'm just sharing my opinion. But anyway, so I watched this whole video yesterday from front to back, and man, from what I seen, I gotta tell you the truth. These police gave this guy every opportunity. I mean, more than Las Vegas police would have got you for sure. You would have been in jail 20 minutes before all that happened out here. Metro just don't play that type of stuff out here, right? Especially if you're intoxicated behind the wheel, this thing and this Ford, man. So I watched this thing, man. And this guy, God bless his family. You know, my prayers go out for anybody's family who's lost anybody, right? But this is the key thing of what I've seen from this video, man. The police department out there in Georgia, or the police 2 officers, gave this guy so much opportunity to do right. They asked him a few times how much he had to drink. He couldn't get his stories together, you know. And anybody in their right mind, man, who would think that it's okay to resist arrest, right? Fight police, take their taser, and not expect for something to happen. And then after they wrestled on the ground, which I know a lot of people watch this, the young man turned around and pointed the taser and shot the taser off. If you look at the video clearly, he shot the taser off at police. So anybody in their right mind, could not say that, hey man, police was in any type of harm or any type of wrong in this situation. I'm not talking about the George Floyd situation. That was totally different. We all seen the police was in the wrong for proceeding the way they did with George Floyd. We all seen that. But this is a lot different than that, you know? And anybody who got 2 eyes and is honest, really honest, would say the same thing, man. Listen, black American is what I categorize myself as, not African American, because I was born right here in Las Vegas. But I'm a black American. And I'm speaking to black America and everybody else too. We cannot do wrong or expect to do wrong and expect for police or anybody else to do right. just because the color of our skin. I hear little talk about, hey man, the responsibility and accountability of men and women out here. I hear a lot of people saying, yeah, the police should be this and the police should be that. They say, and they protect and serve, which is true. But also, we have accountability and a responsibility to do the right thing too. When we get stopped by police, not to resist arrest, not to fight the police off. And like I said on a previous video, if we have a problem and we feel like we've been treated wrong, we need to take that to the court. We need to take that to Congress. We need to take that to our state legislators and sit in these rooms and get these laws passed that we feel that's not right. But to say that we have a right to resist arrest and we have a right to do that, man, we don't. We don't. I used to be a Democrat. I was born into that. Didn't even understand what that meant. And I'm not making this a political thing, but I'm making a point. Because it ain't really all about Democrat and Republican. It's about the basis of what the party stands for, right? Because you got some Republicans out here that's no good, just as well as you have some Democrats and independents and so on and so forth. It's a hard condition. And anybody who calls themselves a born-again Christian or believer in Christ should know this. It's a hard condition. I used to believe that racism was a real thing. I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe in, I don't even think it's a racist issue in this country. I believe it's a evil issue in this country, a good and a bad issue in this country, and it always have been. Unfortunately, it's wrapped around people that might be white, that might be black, Hispanic, so on and so forth. It's called hatred. It's not racism, because how do we fight skin color? How do we overcome skin color? You can't. But you can overcome hate. Just like a child. And I'm getting kind of off thing, but I'm trying to make another example. When we're born into this world, we don't see racism. We don't see race. We don't hate people because or not like people because the color of their skin. That's taught. Hatred is taught. If it was a racist issue, that would be born inside our spirit. Now, have there been instances that people have used derogatory language toward one ethnicity to another? Absolutely. But that's not racism. That's called hatred. Any man or woman that calls himself a son or a daughter of a God should know that. If they just peek in the Bible, they would know that, because God, in no shape and form, anywhere in the Bible, you won't find racism. You won't find that word, because it's made up. You know, listen, if we stand for what's right, y'all, we got to stand for what's right from beginning to end, not just what's good for us or what fits our narrative, right? We have to stand for what's right from the beginning to the end. We have to teach our children, when they get stopped or when something happens, how to be respectful. Sorry about the thing I'm driving, y'all. How to not talk crazy to police. How not to get angry and go off on a tantrum with officers, no matter right or wrong. If you have a problem with one of these officers when you get stopped, you take that to the court. That's how you get this solved. That's how you fight this. It's not about anger or fighting police out in the street, because for one thing, you ain't gonna win. So if anybody looked at, you know, the man who got killed out in Georgia, look at the whole entire video and be honest with yourself. Please be honest with yourself. Police officers, in my humble opinion, was not in the wrong. Not with this one. But you got Black Lives Matter, or you have angry people that will use anything that would create tension, more tension than what we got going on right now. And come on, y'all, Christian people, we are on front to stand up for what's right. We don't take accountability, or we don't say that, hey, we have no right or no stands in this situation. It's all government. No, it's us. It's us as believers who need to stand up and point out what's right and wrong. Get around Vegas. Matthew 6:33. That's all I really had to say. Just making a little awareness on that. I'm sure a lot of people heard that. I'm sure a lot of people have their opinion about it. Leave yours in the comment box and we can talk about this. Go love somebody, man. Okay? Remember, our fight is not flesh and blood. It's a spiritual fight. Christian people, we know this. Again, stand up for what's right. Talk to you next video.